Thank you, everybody, for coming in for Babe Solo. Yeah, what's going on, people? Awesome. Say hello, welcome every one of you to come to the chat. It's beautiful to see y'all here tonight. All subscribers, new subscribers, non-subscribers, what are you waiting for? Come on over here to Babe Solo's channel and check her out. I got a playlist. I got a broadcast. You can just check out Babe Solo. Oh, yeah. That's what's up, people. Take care of yourself. Woo! All right, Renetta G. Oh, yeah. All right, Babe Solo's here. I had to get a little warmed up. I just love my music. Excuse me. Your game is inside my video. You turned it up? Maybe you need to go over there. You need to go over there with your game so you can hear your game. Yeah, that's right there. On this down below. I don't want you to have an accident with that game. Yeah. Come here. Let me see you. Come here. I'm taking on my baby, y'all. I'm at home. I don't want him to have no accident. You understand? He got that thing on his eyes. Okay. I got to make sure he's safe. I want you to play right there. Go to the stairs, right there by the stairs. Yeah, I'm making sure he's safe. You guys, I got to pay attention to what's going on in my house as well. Well, hello, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? Hello, Renetta G is in the house. Renetta G said, welcome to Babe Solo channel. Please stay on the topic. No personal business in the chat. Thank you for that, Renetta D. You said, thank you. Please hit that like button and subscribe. All right. Double tap that screen, people, if you're not on your desktop. If you're on your cell phone, double tap that screen and the thumbs up will come up and it will say, you like this video. All right. Renetta D also said, everyone is welcome here. Everyone is welcome here and treated like family. And if you have not done so, hit that like button again. Bam, bam, bam. On your way in or on your way out, it doesn't matter. Just double tap that screen if you're on your cell phone. And then you get to that subscribe button. Right next to that subscribe is a notification bell. And it hangs down right next to subscribe. You hit subscribe and you go to that IQ code at the top of my corner. It should be on your right or my left, whatever. On my left, it should be on your right. And it will take you straight to Babe Solo's channel. You can see my playlist and my broadcast, and you can go from there and find out everything that I does on this channel. Yes, and you get to check out all my videos and replays. Thank you so much, Renetta G. Thank you for that great welcoming. All right, let's see what my other moderator got in here. All right, here's Tiny. All right, Tiny said, welcome to Babe Solo's channel. Can I get you to hit that like button? Yeah, we're going to remind y'all to hit that like button. We're going to remind y'all to scan that barcode on the screen. Take you straight to Babe Solo's channel. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thank you for Babe Solo and the moderators in the chat. That is so cool. I love it. And then Tiny came with chat rules. Be respectful of your fellow viewers. The ones on the outside the chat and the ones in the chat. The ones on the outside the chat, you on the side, you will be fine in here. The Babe Solo don't tolerate. Let me tell you what I don't. I'll put myself next. I don't tolerate disrespectful people. I give them the opportunity and a chance to stay and hang with them. But if they just won't stop, then what else can I do? Can't get mad at Babe Solo for a person's behavior. It's the behavior that a person brings into the chat. That's what's called the chat. Yes, that's right. No bullying, no trolling, or spamming the chat. No disrespect to the host, Babe Solo, or to the moderators. Please, y'all, respect my moderators. They are wonderful people, amazing. I have not yet seen them disrespect no one. No one. No one. So let the moderators mod the channel, people. Let them mod. Thank you so much, Tiny, for that beautiful move on the chat and the welcome address from you and Renetta D. All right. Now, this coming from Bae Solo herself. I don't appreciate it. I appreciate it when you enter the Bae Solo chat. I don't tolerate disrespectful people. Nope. I don't. And I'm going to explain that. Say my moderators and delete your comments. 5 times they've done that. And I allow it. Because I'm trying to see if you're going to calm down. I'm trying to see if you're going to straighten up and get along with the chat room. And keep the room in peace. And on the subject and on the topic. You're welcome to have your opinion on the subject. It is awesome. I want you to interact. I want you to have something to say. But if you don't have anything to say, it's good to watch and listen and learn. Yes. So, what I'm saying about disrespectful people, y'all know what disrespectful means. Come on now. Sexual harassment. Picking on a person in the chat room. Name calling. Talking about the color of people's skin. Talking about people's sex. None of that is not allowed over here. No. And also disrespecting the host. Okay, so most of the time the disrespect comes straight to the host before it comes to someone in the chat. The only way that happens in the chat, someone comes from somewhere else and they follow that person over here. And I still will not allow that over in this chat. I'm just gonna be honest. I'd rather for you to know the truth than you come here and be mad at the host and all the moderators because we are keeping this room under control. Not out of control. Under control. So Bae Solo is not gonna tolerate this. Not in this channel. No. No, I'm not. No, I can't do it. All right, my other moderators go into the chat. Sean D, 414 Sing said, good evening, Bae. Hello, mods and everyone. All right, welcome, John D, to the chat. Bae Solo got some male moderators, okay? I got males and females. I love that. I actually love the idea of having both in this channel. That is awesome. Strong. All right, Sean D, so good to see you here tonight. Bae Solo not gonna hold you guys long. I'm gonna try to get y'all out of here before 7 o'clock p.m. my time. Yeah, my simple time. Because we only gonna talk about some things. I'm just gonna show y'all what the orangutan had did. And then y'all can give me y'all thoughts on the orangutan because he did some stupid stuff, you know, in the middle of the press and the tortoise in a big meeting, an important meeting. I just need to share that with y'all towards the end. But at the beginning, I want to talk about Greenland. That's what I want to talk about, Greenland. And I hope you guys have something to say about Greenland. And Greenland said this is how the Prime Minister of Greenland and Denmark felt about threats from the orangutan. I call him Unc. I don't like his name. The orangutan gave threats out to Greenland. And I think you guys all heard about it. I just want to give you an update on it because it's got to be said. You got to know what's going on because somebody started a war, man. You want to know something coming your way, you know, bombing your area, your city, your state. Okay? You got to stay aware of these things. And then also, this is the next one I want to show at the end, where the orangutan exits the White House. I want to die for y'all see what he did. I have to show that because I got to show y'all what the orangutan is doing. That shit is still alone. Orangutan. Okay? That's just the Bae Solo going through today. And also, I welcome you, Tiny, to the chat because I saw you here earlier. And then Tiny said, please hit that like button while you wait. Our amazing host, Bae Solo. Yeah, thank you so much, Tiny. Thank you so much. And then we have None for in the chat today, guys. Welcome None to the chat. She said, hey. And then she let me know she couldn't hear, and I'm glad she did because I got a chance to get the mic. Thank you so much, None for None. All right, Tiny said, hi, None for None. Yes. None said, hi, Tiny. None said, thanks, I can hear now. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Yes, Renetta G's back in the chat. She said, good evening, Bae Solo mods and the chat. All right, Renetta G was enjoying the music. I hope I don't get no copyright. But I know how to fix it if I do. Tiny said she can hear me as well. All right, None said, get it. Well, you getting it with me? You getting down with Bae Solo? You got to be in your seat. You got to pop it. Yeah, you got to pop it, work it too. Oh, Non's laughing. He's all having a fun time. Oh yeah, they solo love having fun. I love having fun. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. All right, Tiny said hi. Sean D 414. Sean D said hi, Tiny. But I'm going to get started, you guys, because I just want y'all to hear about the Prime Minister, how they felt about the orangutan. I'm going to cut the music down. You guys can hear more better. Yes, indeed. That sound down a little. I'm going to fix it where y'all can hear what this orangutan has done over here. This is what I want to talk to you guys about. Today, the Prime Minister of Greenland is supposed to be met up with the Vice J.D. Vance, the werewolf. I should have had his photo up. Let me get it real fast. I got to get it, y'all. I got to get it. Let me find that photo real fast. I got to. Because this vice president showed, he been cloned, y'all. He been cloned. I'm being honest. He been cloned. I believe he been cloned because it definitely looked the same. I need to get his photo real quick. Let me get his photo real quick. Where are you, JD? You need to come out. Wherever you are, we can't allow you to stay hidden. But we know what you look like. We found you. You've been cloned. Yes, you've been cloned. And I'm going to bring you forth. We're not going to worry about the orangutan because I don't want to dwell on him because I don't want to look at him, but I wanted to bring up the VV, Vince. Okay, I found his clone. Now I'm going to find the VV. I'm going to get him now. I found his clone. And they do. Yeah, that's his clone. Oh, yeah. I found him. I think I found him. Where you at? Where are you? I just seen it. Here we go. Because see, the thing is about this guy right here. He's going to be talking to the Prime Minister of Greenland and Denmark. And this is his clone. This is his clone. Yes, that is his clone. All right. Renetta D said, welcome none 404 none to Bay Solo Night Live. Yes. Welcome. Yeah, I know a lot of people probably don't want to hear about this type of stuff, but we got to get it out. Bay Solo got to put out what you got to put out. You know what I'm saying? But Friday is our free night. Friday night is our free night. But Monday and Wednesday, oh yeah, I got to talk about what's going on in the world. I got to. Okay, this is the VP. No, VD. I don't want to say his name. President. And this is the clone. Yes, it is. I always have somebody look like one another. I have the orangutan in here too. But I don't want to put the orangutan up. He bothers me. I'm so done with him. I am so done with the orangutan. I am so serious. So this is what's happening with the VV. Critical talks going to take place, which happened today. And I need to find out the update, what happened. The President, J.D., and the Secretary of State, Marco Rico, and the Foreign Minister of Denmark and Greenland. The strategic important Danish region that President Orangutan wants to cover them, wants to take over. He repeats threats to take over the island. There are prompt warnings that such a move could lead to breakup of NATO. NATO, our ally. It's a lot of countries, you guys. For a view from Denmark to Malcolm, oh my God, I'm going to show y'all what was said. This is what the Prime Minister and everyone is saying over here about the BD. I need to get the update on them because the update going to tell me more.
Never seen before.
Changes at the main royal palace as Danes worried that their kingdom is about to be shrunk.
The people are going to feel that.
Hold on.
We do see polling that doesn't pull well in the economy. The recent Fox
High noon in Copenhagen, and the guard changes at the main royal palace as Danes worried that their kingdom is about to be shrunk by a Trumpian heist. President Trump has been stretching nerves here in Copenhagen this past week by ramping up his rhetoric, but the Danes haven't responded. They're hoping that quiet diplomacy will neutralize the threat to annex Greenland. Denmark is backed by NATO allies who believe in the sanctity of Greenlandic sovereignty. They fear the president has been emboldened by his Venezuelan operation and will pull the trigger.
I'm not talking about money for Greenland yet. I might talk about that. But right now, we are going to do something in Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. Okay.
Well, that's a bold man.
Deal, the easy way. But if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way.
Who is we?
Rasmus Jarlov chairs Denmark's Parliamentary Defence Committee. He says the Danes will be accommodating, but they have some solid red lines.
Trump has said that they need to do something on Greenland. And I would take him at his word, because we don't mind doing something on Greenland. But what we do mind, and what we can never agree to, is just handing over Greenland, selling 57,000 Danish citizens to become Americans. They don't want to do that, and it's not a matter of price. They categorically don't want that, and we are not going to agree to it.
Greenland.
All right. So that's what I wanted to tell you about Greenland. So what it is, this man, he thinks because he attacked Venezuela, he gonna have his way with Greenland, and he's something. And let me tell you something, the Republicans stopped him. He got to go and get permission from the Congress. This time, can't pull what he pulled the first time. All right. Welcome, Amy, everybody. She said, hi, everyone. Welcome, Amy, to the chat. What I want to do, I want to get the information to see what happened today with Greenland. Is there an update on Greenland with the vice president meeting today? Wow. Let's see what they got today. It was a disagreement, people. Welcome to the chat, Deborah Arizona Honeybee. Welcome, Deborah Arizona Honeybee. All right. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, there's a disagreement with the United States and Greenland. There's tension over Greenland. Leaders from Denmark and Greenland said in a disagreement persists that Trump administration over the future of the territory. Following their meeting with the Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio, today's meeting came after President Donald Trump said anything less than United States control of Greenland is unacceptable. Venezuela war Senate Republican blocked an effort to curb the Trump administration military action. They have blocked Trump because he tried to go into Venezuela again. Was it 50 billion or 80 billion dollars that he was trying to go in with the military, and the Congress people blocked him? Yes, they did. They blocked the effort to curb the Trump administration military from their action on Venezuela. Okay. Ooh, these ads are popping up. The White House officials are blaming the DC. Oh my God, I don't even want to go there. I don't want to talk about it. This orangutan is doing so much damage, you guys. He's actually trying to do everything all at once. He's worse than multitasking. He's messing with the secretary. He's messing with the Powell guy. You know, the FBI guy then flipped on him. Everybody is flip flop, flip flop, flip flop. It is so much to talk about in the United States that I ever heard of in my life. That's why I don't want to stay too much on the orangutan, because he's doing too much.
Hulu and HBO Max.
I gotta see what he's doing here.
$19.99 a month.
Give me a second.
Always when we all click together.
Things are getting a little out of hand. Bundle for an unbelievable price.
No, I don't want it.
So one of our top priorities in this commission is promoting greater affordability.
No, I don't want to listen to this man. He sounds like he's crying. No, I don't want to listen to him. I can't stand the sound of his voice. I can't stand the sound of his voice. I am so serious. So I'm not going to listen to this orangutan. Okay, let me go here. He's doing too much. I can't listen to the orangutan.
Never be part of the United States.
Here we go.
Let me make it clear and say it one more time so Donald Trump and his regime can hear me. Greenland will never be part of the United States.
Who is
These were the powerful words of
Amy?
Greenland Prime Minister Jens Frederik Nielsen during a press conference with the
talking
Prime
about this
Minister
man.
of Denmark, Mette Frederiksen, which took place in Copenhagen before a very important meeting that's set to take place between United States officials, Greenland, and Denmark. You also had the Prime Minister of Denmark, who I just mentioned, Mette Frederiksen, talking about the threats from Donald Trump's regime, but how Denmark, which is a member of NATO, will never back down and will never bend the knee to Donald Trump and his regime. Seeing the Prime Minister of Greenland, Jens Frederik Nielsen, stand side by side with the Prime Minister of Denmark, Mette Frederiksen, was a powerful sight indeed, as they delivered this powerful message to Donald Trump and his regime. I want to show you right now what took place at this press conference in Copenhagen. Here is the Prime Minister of Greenland, Jens Frederik Nielsen. We've translated it from Danish into English for our audience here. So listen, it's very powerful though, regardless. Let's play this clip.
First and foremost, I would like to reiterate, Greenland is not for sale. Today we have had discussions regarding our cooperation between Greenland and Denmark. I must emphasize that Greenland is an integral part of the kingdom. We are a state governed by the rule of law, founded upon democratic values, and we have self-governance under the Kingdom of Denmark. The situation is very, very, very serious. And the geopolitical interests, they have placed immense pressure on our country and its population. Greenland, as a part of the Kingdom of Denmark, is a member of NATO. We have great confidence in the NATO alliance.
Oh, yes.
And knowing that NATO is supporting us in this situation. But the support from Europe and Denmark is absolutely decisive in this specific situation. We stand together for the integrity of territories. Regarding the protection of democratic values, the protection of democracy, our goal and our desire is to continue a peaceful dialogue, one that is based on cooperation and with full respect for our constitutional standing, for international law, and for our inherent right to our own land and our right to self-determination. But there's one thing everyone must understand. Greenland won't be owned by the USA. Greenland will not be governed by the USA. Greenland will not be part of the USA. We select the Greenland we know today, and which is a part of the Kingdom of Denmark. We are now facing a geopolitical crisis, and if we are to choose between the US and Denmark at this very moment, so we will choose Denmark. Our choice is NATO. Our choice is the Kingdom of Denmark. Our choice is the European Union. It is not the appropriate time for internal discussions and disunity. It's time to stand united and build upon the community we know is the future we desire. The line is drawn. We are not for sale. Greenland cannot be bought. Greenland does not wish to be a part of the USA. Greenland desires a respectful dialogue and cooperation based on international principles, international law, and through the proper channels. We have stated that from day one. We have stood firm on that. Our position has been completely clear. We want cooperation. We want the alliance. Greenland will always be part of the Western Alliance, and that's what we base our policy on. I believe our internal relations within our current community are something we continuously discuss and always have. But now is the time to stand together. Greenland is a part of the Kingdom of Denmark and stands completely united in its efforts to protect the fundamental principles that exist in the world. And as was mentioned just a moment ago, we find ourselves in the eye of the hurricane here in Greenland. The Greenlandic population has been subjected to this pressure for a longer period of time now. But it is also a question concerning the world order we know. If one begins to compromise the principles that have been carefully built up over many years.
Yes, Sean, I like what you're saying,
it is
Sean.
only then that the Kingdom of Greenland, but also the rest of the world, can begin to look into some serious challenges that are going to be. Yes, that's going to be difficult to contend with, to be honest.
Then you have Denmark's Prime Minister.
Okay. These are the Prime Minister, the lady and the man right here. They both are the Prime Minister of. The lady is the Prime Minister of Denmark. Yeah, Sean said both of the men's child do not have common sense. Sean said, why keep messing with Europe? They gonna be, Sean, I believe the orangutan wants this to happen because he don't want us to vote. He want a war somewhere. He's trying to make a war. He tried to make it in Venezuela, and now he's trying to go over there. Think about what that orangutan is trying to do. And who is this thing right here? How dare him go and put pressure on Greenland? What, they supposed to be afraid of him? I'll be afraid of him. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God. Let me see what Deborah Arizona B had to say. And Deborah said, Greenland mad and rejected the United States. Trump take over. Prime Minister Jean F. Nielsen said they choose Denmark over the United States, remaining part of the Kingdom of Denmark and their allies with NATO. Denmark is a part of NATO, and so is Greenland. And NATO said they will stand by Greenland. So orangutan need to calm his tail down, okay? He needs to calm his tail down. And I pray to God that God don't allow this to happen to us. Because one thing I know about God in the Bible, people, they ask for judges, they ask for kings, they ask for kings. And then when they got those people, they beg God to take it away. God, I don't want no king. I don't want no judges. They suffer for many, 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 many years. And that kind of put a fear on me from God, not from man, from God. Because I'd be thinking, God, are you going to allow this to happen to us? Are you going to allow NATO and all of them countries fight the United States? This is something to think about, people. This is something to think about. Keep your prayers going up before God. Let him know how your mercy, how you need that mercy from God, how you don't want God to allow this to happen to the United States of America because it is one orangutan. They fighting that orangutan. I heard the FBI guy flipped on him, and then I heard the Speaker of the House flipped on him because they all don't want to go down with the ship. The ship is going down. That's that orangutan. Deborah said the Trump administration is trying to destroy America and people are fed up. It's going to be a mess, y'all. I'm going to tell you something. I know a lot of us can get destroyed and then the world just continue to go on. Just like the COVID came and took out all them people. Millions and millions and millions of people died. And we're still here. But then, you know, if a war has to go on in this United States and they get to fight with NATO, do you know all those countries that we was with going to fight against the United States? I'm going to tell you something. I believe that orangutan then set things up with Russia and China. That's why he wants Greenland. Come on, oh, we don't want them to be neighbors. We don't want Russia to be our neighbor. You fool. You think everybody's stupid, orangutan? The orangutan think people stupid, I guess. I guess he think everybody's stupid, Sean D. He said messing with NATO is a big no-no. Yes, it is. There's a lot of countries. Trump is trying to pull the United States out of NATO. Remember, he said that, you guys. He ran on it. Y'all don't remember what this orangutan was talking about? Everything came out that orangutan mouth. He's doing it right now. That's why y'all got to get out there and vote and get them Republicans out of those seats. Well, hello there, Natural Vibes with TK. Welcome to Bay Solo's channel. Yeah, we over here talking about politics. We got to talk about it because it's going on in our country, the United States of America. Yes, and what Netta D said, Trump is a puppet in a dictator country are paying him to, okay, and he better stop playing with God. Let me tell you about that orangutan. He's suffering because I think dementia hit him in the meeting. I got another video to show y'all where he walked out the meeting. This was a big meeting. The orangutan got up and started talking about the ballroom. That's dementia. That has got to be dementia. All right, you guys, welcome Natural Vibes into the chat, everybody. Welcome Natural Vibes. He subscribed to Babe Solo. I subscribed to him. Yes, I have. These are the people that subscribe to Babe Solo. And I welcome you to Babe Solo channel tonight. I come on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Friday is a free night. Friday is the night we just come with our own topic, but it's got to be respectful. And we don't talk about this stuff we're talking about right now. But we have to have a break from this, mental break. This is called a mental break from this type of stuff that's going on in the United States of America. And as you came in Natural Vibes, we were talking about the Greenland, the Prime Minister of Greenland. It's two, it's a female and a male. They said it's not for sale. And we got a president over here in the United States. This is the vice president right here, and this is his clone. Hello. All right, much love to you too. From Babe Solo. All right, Deborah Arizona B says, welcome Natural Vibe with TK. All right. All right. And Sean D said, little do he know that Russia is our neighbor. It's right across from Alaska. That's that dimension, Sean D. That's that dimension that kicked in the orangutan. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, that orangutan is cutting up, Sean D. I don't even want the diaper no more, Sean D. I don't even want the diaper no more, okay? Forget the safety pins, forget it, because the man don't even need a diaper, okay? His diaper's so full it fell off, all right? He don't even need the diaper no more. That little orangutan, he done went mad. Look at it. All right, Natural Vibe said, I appreciate it. Deborah. All right, Deborah, Natural Vibe said he appreciated. Yes, peace. All right. Peace, love, and happiness and blessing to everyone. Yes, we are discussing about this orangutan. And what y'all need to know, this is something we got to just get out and vote, people. Sean D got to say the bit side. I don't know what a diaper is, Sean. Sean, I can't find the diaper. Let me see. Do we got a diaper? Let me go see. Let me see. Can I find him in his diaper, Chuck? I think you want that diaper back on him. Sean D said, put the diaper back on. All right, let me get his jet. I wish he'd get on that jet and take off and leave. That's what he needs to do. He needs to get on that jet and take off and leave. I'm serious. Because he up there sitting up here and he got his diaper off right now. I don't know why he took that diaper off. He's excited. He's very excited. He done lost his diaper. Yes, he have. Okay, Sean D, I got the diaper. I'll put it back on, Sean. I'm going to take him down, Sean, and put his diaper on. There we go, Sean D. He got his diaper on. Thank you for the safety pins. All right, thank you for the safety pins, Sean D. Deborah Arizona said, LOL base. Hello. I saw that Rico was trying to make him sit down. You did. That was so embarrassing for the United States, shaking my head. I'm finna play it right now, Deborah Arizona B. I'm finna play it right now, what this plan have done in that meeting. It was a very important meeting, everybody. This is where I'm coming to the close of the end of the channel, because this is something y'all got to see. We're not going to worry about the prime minister over here, because the prime minister then said what they have to say. I just showed y'all what they said. Let me see, did they have one more thing to say? Because I believe he said the other lady.
Mette Fredrickson, she spoke, and here's what she had to say.
She spoke.
Let's play this clip.
Come on.
Welcome, everyone. For more than a year now, we, the nations of Greenland and Denmark, have been confronted with the challenge of navigating a truly unfamiliar and profoundly difficult situation. We have taken the initiative to further bolster security in the Arctic region. We have strengthened the bonds among us within the kingdom, and we have successfully built even closer alliances with partners and allies all across the world. It has certainly not been an easy endeavor to stand up against the utterly unacceptable pressure from our closest allies, a pressure that has persisted for a lifetime. Our match also indicates that the most challenging part of this now lies directly ahead of us. And it has, throughout this process, become increasingly clear. Even though it is the Greenlanders who primarily feel the insecurity, and even though we in the entire Commonwealth have had to listen to many insults, there is something much more fundamental at stake. This is not just about Greenland or about the kingdom. This is about ensuring that borders cannot be changed by force. You cannot simply buy another people. And it's about ensuring that small countries do not have to fear larger nations. That is precisely why we clearly state our opposition. And that is why many of our allies are doing exactly the same in the Nordic region, throughout Europe, and across the rest of the world. And we are standing up not just for ourselves alone, but for the world order that previous generations also built on our democracy. Tomorrow, Greenland and Denmark will meet with the USA. We come together, we stay together, and we go together. We want dialogue and we want to cooperate. We are not looking for conflict, but our message is clear. Greenland is not for sale. We have made that clear from the start. Just as we, from the beginning of all this, have told the Americans that if it's about security, there's much more we can and should do together, and we will reiterate that at tomorrow's meeting. Because, of course, we wish to strengthen our cooperation on security in the Arctic with the USA, with NATO, with Europe, and with the Arctic states within NATO. And just as the Baltic nations, for example, are not left to defend NATO's eastern flank against Russia by themselves, because this is indeed a collective responsibility for the entire alliance, the same principle applies in the Arctic. NATO must protect and defend Greenland just as much as every other millimeter of NATO's territory, and that security guarantee. This is the best defense against the threat.
You know what? It's going to happen, Deborah. It's going to happen because you know why? That's in their policy. NATO have to protect Greenland. So what that orangutan trying to do? We fighting our own allies. Come on now. Dude. This thing, he needs to get on that jet and take off and leave. That's what he needs to do. He needs to get on that jet and take off and leave and go to his Russia or China, wherever country he wants to be in. That's what I feel about the orangutan. Yeah, the orangutan got to go. People get out and vote. You let the Republicans have the seat, they still gonna run the House like they're running right now, and they're gonna run the Senate like they're doing now. The Republicans and Democrats and some of the Republicans are standing up against those Republicans that's standing with the orangutan. The orangutan got a lot of Republicans that stand up with him, and then he got these followers. Like we got followers on our channels. They got followers following the orangutan outside the White House. We must not be afraid. Greenland showed us right now they're not afraid. They're not afraid. They're not for sale, orangutan. Do you hear this, orangutan? They're not for sale. And they're gonna stand, NATO's gonna stand by them. And I pray to God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, that the Lord do not allow us and NATO and the United States bomb each other. Keep our United States and the NATO in prayer, people. Our enemy is Russia and that other country. What that country where he went over there and killed that man when he was in office in 2016? Come on now. We know who the enemies are. And orangutan is the enemy of the United States of America. He's not going to make this country, this state, now 50 state, a dictated country, state, whatever they want to call us, United States of America. You know, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed to be American. I'm going to tell you who's embarrassed. The orangutan and this man right here. They embarrassed. Yeah, thank you, Sean D. Yeah, Iraq, or it's Iraq. It's not Iran, not Iran. Iran is with us. Iran, we supply Iran. It's Iraq. It's Iraq. Yeah. Yeah, it's a hot mess. Yes. Tiny said, yes, you are right. Tiny, you got to expand yourself. What do you mean I'm right? Because I said a whole lot of stuff. I had a whole lot of stuff going down inside of me because I'm telling you, this orangutan is doing too much. He is doing too much, people. He is trying to destroy America, and I don't believe God's going to allow that to happen. Wickedness been going on in this man from the day he was old enough to get that money from his daddy. Because that's how he got rich from his dad. He wasn't rich from day one. His dad made him rich. And then he lost all that. He got bankruptcy. Y'all don't know. This man is not happy. He's miserable. He's miserable. You're going to hear some stuff right here now about him. I'm not going to worry about Greenland. Greenland got support. NATO. Yes, NATO is going to support, just like NATO is supposed to support the United States. But guess what? The orangutan is trying to snatch that away from all of us. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. He's trying to pull that mess because something's going to stop. Something's going to stop him. Yeah. Something's going to stop him. Let me get this right here where he embarrassed everybody. Okay, let's see. Here it is. Here we go, you guys. I'm going to bring it to you now.
Ir de compras con tus padres puede ser vergonzoso.
All these ads.
Mami.
What happens when the most powerful meeting
Y'all, excuse me, I hit the button.
in America suddenly goes off script? Cameras roll, executives freeze, aides panic, and within seconds, the illusion of control begins to crack.
Yes.
Today's story isn't about politics. It's about power, focus, and a moment inside the White House that left even friendly media searching for the exit. Stay with me because what you're about to see explains far more than one meeting ever. It begins not with shouting or chaos, but with something far more unsettling, a quiet moment inside the most powerful building on earth, where everyone understands their role, knows the cameras are watching, knows the stakes are global, and yet nobody can predict what the president will do next. What unfolded wasn't merely awkward or embarrassing, it was revealing in a way that creates a knot in your stomach if you're truly paying attention. As Donald Trump sat across from oil executives in what was designed to be a controlled, choreographed demonstration of authority and competence, It instead became a slow unraveling of focus, discipline, and presidential bearing. The kind of moment that staff members dread because it cannot be spun in real time, cannot be edited away, and cannot be attributed to anyone else. From the opening minutes, you could sense it slipping away. The meandering compliments, the obsession with projecting strength, the circular self-congratulation, the way every sentence curved back toward himself as though governing diplomacy, economics, even global conflict existed merely as backdrop for a performance designed to satisfy his ego. This wasn't a rally. This wasn't a campaign event with enthusiastic supporters ready to fill the silences. This was a room filled with executives, officials, and cameras anticipating coherence, anticipating leadership, anticipating a president capable of maintaining focus long enough to deliver a meaningful message. Instead, what emerged was a man adrift, improvising, contradicting himself, veering into strange military imagery about armadas and waves, discussing Venezuela as though it were simultaneously conquered and unresolved, declaring victory while suggesting force, projecting dominance while sounding uncertain. All of this played out before people who grasped exactly what was at stake financially, politically, and historically. This meeting wasn't about patriotism or national security. It was about money, influence, and proximity. It was about corporations positioning themselves to capitalize on geopolitical instability, while Trump absorbed their approval like sustenance, smiling at their compliments, basking in the attention, losing track of what he was meant to communicate. That's when the first crack became impossible to avoid, because Marco Rubio, seated close by, did something no cabinet official wants to do on camera. He intervened, discreetly passing a note toward the president, not as a policy recommendation, not as a strategic refinement, but as a basic course correction, a gentle reminder to return to the agenda, to advance the meeting, to concentrate. Trump's response to that note revealed everything: the confusion, the annoyance, the public reading aloud, the need to reassert control, even as he exposed that he'd lost his bearings, transforming what should have been a seamless moment into an uncomfortable display. As the executives attempted to resume their discussion about production figures and field operations, Trump's attention visibly drifted, his body language restless, his gaze wandering, his thoughts elsewhere, as though the substance now bored him once the praise had subsided. This is where the moment shifted from awkward to alarming.
Here it comes.
Leadership at this level isn't about charisma or bravado. It's about sustained concentration, about understanding consequences, about listening long enough to make decisions that won't cascade into disaster. Yet here was the President of the United States mentally disengaging from a meeting addressing international energy, sanctions, and geopolitical leverage. Then, astonishingly, he did what nobody in that room could have anticipated or prevented. He stood up mid-meeting, mid-remarks, mid-camera, and decided to wander off, announcing his intention to examine the ballroom as though touring the decor had suddenly become more important than the conversation unfolding around him. In that instant, the room froze. Staff members panicked. Executives exchanged uncertain glances. Viewers watching at home felt that shock of disbelief.
Deborah, Arizona, Honey B, you should have sent that to me. I would have played it.
This was a president abandoning the meeting he had convened on live television for a personal impulse. The symbolism couldn't have been more pointed if it were deliberately staged. The most powerful figure in the world interrupting a serious policy discussion to admire a room, a literal hall constructed and funded by the very interests seated before him, interests whose wealth would expand as long as he remained favorable, accommodating, distracted, and hungry for applause. As Trump wandered off, marveling at the view, commenting on the space, indulging in self-satisfaction about how beautiful it was, Fox News did something extraordinarily unusual. They cut away, not because of editorial philosophy, but because the moment was too damaging to broadcast uninterrupted, too difficult to justify, too obviously beyond acceptable boundaries even for a network practiced at smoothing over his excesses. When a media outlet constructed to protect you decides live coverage is no longer viable, that's not bias, that's damage control. This is where the story stops being about one meeting and starts being about a pattern. What we witnessed wasn't an isolated incident. It was a concentrated version of a presidency characterized by impulse over preparation, ego over responsibility, praise over policy. A leader who demands loyalty but cannot sustain focus, who claims strength but avoids substance, who mistakes dominance for chaos, and who treats the apparatus of government like scenery for his personal validation. The reason this moment resonated so powerfully is because it pulled back the curtain, exposing the reality behind the rhetoric and theatrics, revealing a leader unable or unwilling to follow his own script.
That's sad.
Dependent on staff to read.
That's sad. Deborah Arizona Honey B, I wish you could have sent me that video. I would have loved to see him doing that. Right now, we're hearing it, but we need to see it. I don't have that. All right. Tiny said, very funny. Yeah, about the casino, yes. And Sean D said, and he read the letter. He read the letter. All right, Sean D said Rico face when he did. John, do you got that video? Do we get to see it? Because they said people from at home was watching. I didn't get to see it. I would love to see that orangutan get up in the middle of the meeting and walk around talking about, oh, the walls look so nice. Do you guys like the gold figures? Oh my God, he's in an important meeting and he gets up. They said no president in the whole entire world ever done what he has done. The man got dementia. I'm telling you, he's got dementia. I wish I had that video. I wish I had that video. I would love to play it. I didn't want to hold you guys long though, but I'm so glad you guys welcome Natural Vibes into the house. And also Nun came in tonight. That was so nice. Nun. I haven't seen you in a good while. It's good to see Nun came in tonight. Here it is right here. Nun came in tonight, you guys. Yes. We had 2 visitors tonight. Isn't that wonderful? So you guys got anything else you want to say about this orangutan? Anything else? Anybody got something to say? Yeah, I just wanted to show that about let you guys hear what happened when he walked out. Sean said, I got you. Awesome, Sean. Awesome. I like that. I know. I wanted to see it because they said a lot of people saw it happen. I do. Before I get off, if anybody, you got it, Sean? I sure want to see it. I'm going to check my email. Let me go check my email. I want to see that orangutan get up and walk. I bet he look ridiculous. I could just see him now. I could die laughing. Oh, my God. I could just die laughing, see what he did. That is too funny for me. Too funny. Oh, God. Oh, God, it was too funny. Yeah, it was too funny. It was too funny. Yeah, it was too funny. I mean, this was just too much. You guys got the video? Anybody? Because I sure like to play it. I sure would love to play that video. I didn't see that video. Okay, let me see. Here we go. I got it. I got it, you guys. I got it. Now, I'm going to show y'all the video. Y'all need to see it than more than hearing it. I got it. All right. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, my God. This is going to be good. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Which one should I play? Oh, God. Oh, this is going to be good, y'all. Y'all got to watch this. Okay, let me let y'all watch this before y'all go home. Dang, that was a trip all day. They making me play the ads, y'all.
Very rapid speeds and helicopters, and to come out with no deaths and the loss of no equipment. It was pretty amazing. Nobody's seen anything like it. I was called by the leaders of numerous countries. I won't go into which ones, but the biggest and the strongest, and they said that was very impressive. They were all impressed. But today I'm delighted to welcome almost 24 of the biggest and most respected oil and gas executives in the world to the White House. It's an honor to be with them. We have many others that.
Ooh, that's a lot of people in that room.
We have over 1,000 people. Everybody wanted. I never knew your industry was that big. I never knew you had that many people in your industry.
Look at those people's faces.
But here we are. And if you, in fact, if you look, come to think of it, I gotta look at this myself.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Wow. What a view. This is the door to the ballroom.
Dude is losing it, man. Look at all what pills is he on? They gave him a good shot. That what you call that, morphine?
Foundation that's moving. We're ahead of schedule on the ballroom and under budget. It's going to be. I don't think there'll be anything like it in the world. Actually, I think it's
the vice president looking stupid.
You know, our biggest room, which would seat 100.
He looked like he smells something.
Maybe you're lucky. If you're nice and tight, and the ballroom will seat many. And it'll also take care of the inauguration with bulletproof glass, drone-proof ceilings.
Look at those people, how they looking at him.
So we're going to discuss how these great American companies can help rapidly rebuild Venezuela's dilapidated oil industry and bring millions of barrels of oil production to benefit the United States, the people of Venezuela, and the entire world. And yesterday, the number is 30 million barrels. I can't even, is that a correct number? 30 million barrels. You hear that, Peter? Of oil was given to us by Venezuela. That's a lot of oil. It's about $4 billion.
Is he telling the truth, Deborah, or is he lying?
It's on its way to the United States right now. And we want to thank Venezuela for that. And we're working very well with them, obviously.
That man lying.
But they respect us again. They didn't respect us at all before. So that's money that goes to the United States. Some will go to Venezuela. And some will go to the oil companies, but not that, because that's already been extracted. So when you're not getting any of that, when you start extracting, you'll get. But it's tremendous reserves, among the biggest in the world. Some people say it is the biggest in the world.
Something seriously is wrong with this man.
With Venezuela, we're going to be making the decision as to which oil companies are going to go in, that we're going to allow to go in. We're going to cut a deal with the companies. We'll probably do that today or very shortly thereafter.
He's making that up.
And we're dealing with the country, so we're empowered to make that deal. And you have total safety, total security. One of the reasons you couldn't go in is you had no guarantees, you had no security, but now you have total security.
Oh my God.
Venezuela is going to be very successful. And the people of the United States are going to be big beneficiaries, because we're going to be extracting, numbers of, in terms of oil, like few people have ever seen, actually. So you're dealing with us directly. You're not dealing with Venezuela at all. We don't want you to deal with Venezuela. Let me thank Vice President J.D. Vance, who's doing a fantastic job. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, likewise, a fantastic job.
Doing what?
I like them better than my first group.
Yeah.
We had a great, despite that, we had a great first term. We had some great people there too, by the way. Look, we had a great first term. We had the greatest economy in the history of our country in the first term, but this is blowing it away.
What is wrong with him?
Anything yet? Everyone's shocked by the numbers. 5.4% GDP. And that's despite the fact
taking
that
too much medicine.
Badly hurt by the Democrat shutdown, of which they'd like to see if they could shut it down again. Secretary of the Interior, Doug Burgum, was fantastic. Secretary of Energy, Chris Wright, recommended by Doug as being the greatest oil man anywhere in the world.
John said he forgot the oil presentation name by calling him Mr. Chico.
Yes, sir. And Chris Wright, I said,
oh my goodness, Sean, no, you didn't.
He said he's the most talented oil man anywhere in the world. I doubt you can get him, because typically oil men make a lot of money, and women.
Oh, he's saying women.
Chris came.
He said they make a lot of money in women.
That's probably in history.
Something is seriously wrong with this
But he's
dude.
a fantastic person, loves our country, and many other important members of this team. And I want to thank them for their efforts. As you know, last week, the United States Armed Forces performed one of the most spectacular military operations in American history. apprehending the outlaw dictator.
Deborah
Nicolas
said, this is
Maduro
so
for his
embarrassing.
crimes against the United States, crimes for which he has now been indicted and is in federal court awaiting trial.
Talking about other
He
stuff.
killed many people, millions of people, actually, and allowed jails, prisons, mental institutions, insane asylums, drug dealers, drug addicts to pour into our country totally unchecked because of Sleepy Joe Biden's.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Stupidest thing I've ever seen. We're getting them all out.
Why are you bringing up Biden?
The departure of Maduro makes possible an incredible future for both nations, Venezuela and the United States, in which we will more closely integrate the
He's lying.
economies of two major energy powers in the Western Hemisphere. Energy
Shot said
coming
he
out
said
of
it.
Venezuela was very small. One of the things the United States gets out of this will be even lower energy prices. We have people now getting gasoline for $1.99, $1.96,
Where?
$1.95,
Where?
$1.92 yesterday.
Where?
And it
Is
used to
anybody
be
getting that amount of gas in your state?
a gallon. Think of that, $1.99.
I have not seen no gas at that price.
Decades ago, the United States built Venezuela's oil industry at tremendous expense with American skill, technology, know-how, and dollars. But those assets were stolen from us, and we had
Oh,
presidents.
this man
did
is
nothing about
losing it. He's
This
losing it,
president is
y'all.
much different than your other presidents. They did nothing about it. They stole it. Some of the people in this room were a little bit younger when that happened, but not that much younger. Wasn't that long ago, but they stole our assets like we were babies.
What do y'all think about this president? Sean, you saw some gas for $2.59 over there? So that came from Venezuela? Truck is delusional. Put his diaper back on, man. Put that man diaper back on. Put his diaper back on. Shoot. I thought he was all right with that diaper on, but he needs that diaper back on with his jet. Bye. Bye, orangutan. He done lost it, you guys. Hey, Sean, I ain't seen no gas for no $2.59. Sean, the day I see some gas like that, my car can't even take $2.59. I take the super. My car takes super. So I ain't seen no gas, not even on regular at no $2.59. That's good. I better call my family. Let me get on the phone. Let me dial. Everybody tell them that get regular. That must be the regular gas. Y'all better go to Wisconsin and get some gas. I'm going to text my family. No, that's too far to drive to Wisconsin, to fill up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my God. I ain't seen no gas at no $2.59. Anybody else out there that got gas that low? I ain't seen no gas at no $2.59. I don't know when, Sean D. You better fill up while you can, Sean D. You better put gasoline in. No, don't keep it in the garage. You might blow up. You might blow up. I don't want to tell you to do that. I think you know better anyway. You're right, Renata D. He is delusional. I laughed so hard when I saw him get up to go talk about the ballroom. I died on that one. And Deborah said this right here. Deborah said, this is so embarrassing. Those other people don't give a D about that tacky ballroom. They had their heads down. And Sean D said he forgot the oil representative name, but calling them Mr. Seco. Oh, my God. Let's see who said. Deborah said, LOL, base hello. I saw that Rico was trying to make him sit down. That was so embarrassing for the United States. Shaking my head. I mean, some gonna give, y'all. Some gonna give. We just gotta keep the faith and keep hoping. Because this man cannot continue like this. He got, how many more years he got, Sean? You might want to keep me a countdown, Sean. What he got? What he got, Sean? How many years he got left, Sean? Deborah said truck is living in a la-la land. He reminded me of Dimension, though. When I saw him get up, and he said, this is the door to the ballroom. I said, Dimension. I thought of Dimension. My uncle had dementia. God bless his soul. He died at 92. We went to go pick my uncle up. He came out the house and started walking down the sidewalk. We had to go get him. That was dementia. He was 92 though. But Trump ain't in his 90s. Didn't he just hit 80? Did he just hit 80? No, if he had a birthday, we'll know about it, right? That man, he would go crazy if he had a birthday. Oh my God. Yes, La La Land. I believe that devil. It's just so weird the things he's trying to do. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. He cannot start a war this time. He tried to. If he do it, he gonna do it with them not knowing it. That means they're gonna have a spy on this guy. They're gonna have a drone flying around watching the president 24/7 because he went behind their back and attacked Venezuela. He went behind their back when he killed that man in Iraq, blew him up. He was heading to the airport, blew him up. And you know what? I still think that people gonna come back and do something because they made a promise they're gonna do something, and it ain't happened yet. Sean D said his birthday is June 14th this year. Oh my God. He wants that ballroom ready for his birthday, Sean. But I haven't heard anything done to that ballroom. Let me see if they start back up on that ballroom. Because where's he getting the money from? The taxpayers' money? Our money? Oh, he got me messed up. The ballroom hasn't got started back in the White House. Yes, construction on a new large White House state ballroom started in the late 2025. That's 25. I want up to date. Up to date. East Wing, okay. Right now, they say it's going to cost around 300 to 400 million for him to finish that ballroom. Let me get another update. Is there an update on the ballroom at the White House? Okay, here we go. Construction is underway for a new White House ballroom replacing the East Wing. I heard about that. I want to know the update. Okay, Trump administration faces security over the project Southern started costing $400 million and plans to review it with the Commissioner of Fine Arts. After dismissing the previous board aiming for competition by 2029, I hope I'll be alive, the design includes a 1,000 person to sit in there. 1,000 people going to be able to sit in that ballroom. How do Trump know he's going to be alive in 2029? I don't even know if I'm going to be alive. Renetta D said the cost of regular gas in Georgia is $2.67 a gallon. Not over here. Not in Illinois. It's not. Hi, Lover. Okay. Jackson, you changed your name? Hi, Jackson. I miss you. You changed your name to Hill Lover. Hi, it's Jackson. I changed my account. I hope your account worked out for you this time, Jackson. Oh, look at that name you got over there. Right, thank you for coming tonight, Jackson. Sean D said, that's not bad in Georgia, Renetta D. I have not seen no gas here at that price. I got to call my daughter up. Deborah Arizona B said, why he's bringing up Biden? Biden retired, living his best life, LOL. He despised Biden and Obama. He despised them too. Out of all the presidents, he talks about Biden and Obama. If it ain't Biden, it's Obama. If it ain't Obama, it's Biden. The orangutan got a grudge, y'all. Got a grudge. Oh my God, 267. Dang, my daughter takes regular. I don't take regular. I take super. I take the high grade. And I'm not going to switch just because the money at 267, do something. I'm not switching and killing my engine. No, I ain't putting that in my car. I got to use super. It says it on my door. Super, high grade. I got to put high grade in my car. I can't go to the mid grade and the lower grade. I can't do that. And I know about cars. You can tear up your engine. Mess them lifters up. You think your lifter's knocking down? Shoot, the whole engine will fall out on the ground. I'm not gonna kill my engine. No way, Jose. Because of that price. I have not seen that price. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The last I paid for gas, it was $4 and something. I said 400. It was like 4 something. The last I paid for my gas, and that was like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 now. Because I drive my car less. I barely drive. Sean D said, babe, so y'all probably paying 3 to 4 or more down there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we pay a lot. I don't drive that much because I don't have a job. I only go somewhere when I go to my meetings. I go to little functions when they have functions, you know. And it's been so cold, so I haven't went out walking. It's too cold to go walking. So my car barely gets driven. I hope it crank up tomorrow. It's been sitting there. When the last time I drove? When the last time I drove my car? Was it Saturday? I think Saturday was the last time I drove my car. Mm-hmm. And today what? Wednesday? Yeah. I gotta crank my car up. It's in the garage. It's out there in the garage. But it got gas in it. I got plenty of gas. Mm-hmm. Plenty of gas. But I went to the state of Indiana, Sean D. Indiana was a little cheaper than Illinois. Yeah, like $1 cheaper for my gas. So I filled up out there in Indiana. Mm-hmm. I went to Indiana. Indiana like a 15 minutes away on the borderline. I'm at the end of Illinois, Sean D. I'm at the end. A lot of people think I'm in Chicago. No, I don't live in Chicago. No, I'm in the south suburbs. Yeah. All right. Let's see. And then Renetta D said, babe, so the price of super gas in Georgia is $3.56. No, I paid. Oh my God, I went to California. I paid $5 and something to fill up regular in California. Let me tell you what, the orangutan ain't gonna let too many blue states get the good price on gas. He hates the blue states. The orangutan hates the blue states, y'all. Who all live in the red state? Y'all living in the red state. We got some Republicans in Illinois. I mean, Republicans in the Senate in Illinois. Yeah, we got Republicans sitting in the Senate. Mm-hmm. We got Republicans and Democrats right here in Illinois in the Senate. But the Republican is in a blue state sitting in the Senate. Mm-hmm. The thing is, I noticed, are you a blue state, Renetta G, or are you purple? I don't know. I don't know about Georgia. Oh my God. That's why y'all getting that cheap price. He needs y'all votes. He trying to get y'all to vote for them orangutans, his baby orangutans. I knew I was on top of it. I knew I was on it. I knew it because I know it's not. California is a blue state. California gas is $5 a gallon. I'm paying $4.59 a gallon, okay? Yes. That's why I couldn't believe y'all prices. Y'all in a red state. They so stupid. If I was living in a red state, they would not mess with my mentality on what's going on in this White House with them lawmakers. They would not. I sure will fill up 1,000 times I have to, but that don't make me vote for you when I know you wrong. Deborah said, hello. She said, hello, police fraud, waste and abuse of orange trunk. 300 million for a ballroom. Don't people have to scream? And who is going to entertain? He better be working on giving up the Epstein file. Go, Deborah. The Epstein files. But he looking for y'all vote down there in Georgia now. I don't know what Georgia's going to do this time in the primary and in November of 2026, because if Georgia give the Republicans, keep them in the House, don't complain. You can't complain if y'all vote them people back in. I don't know what to do about this stuff, but all I know what Babe Solo going to do. I'm going to continue living my life. Whoever wins, wins. But I know I'm going to be happy that I know I gave my vote, and I'm going to be happy with that. But if I sit at home and don't vote at all, then I'm going to feel miserable. I know I will. I will feel miserable if I don't go vote. I need to vote, and I'm going to vote. God allow me to make it to the primary. The primary for Illinois is March 17th. March 17th of 2026, and I'm going to go live. Y'all going to see me come out with I voted. I voted on my shirt. So I'll be alive March 17th after I turn my birthday. But I'll be like, oh, yeah, the girl is old. No. I had a feeling it was the red state. Okay, Wisconsin, what are you, purple? What are you out there, Sean D? Y'all purple? Y'all purple, Sean? Because your gas is low, too. I want to know why Wisconsin gas so low. And you like, what, 3-4 hours from me? I want to know why Wisconsin gas so low. Oh, yeah, I forgot he hate my governor. I knew it. I knew it. That's why y'all got them prices of gas. Babe, so I'll be on it. I'm on it. They want y'all to vote, y'all, huh? Just because y'all getting that gas like that, y'all think it's going to be all good. I'm not talking about y'all in the chat room. I'm talking about people that really happy. I got some family members. Trump did this for me. Trump did that for you. I said, well, why he didn't do it for me? I'm American. I said that to one of my family members. Yes, I did. I got some family members that are Republicans. They don't want me to know it, but I could tell they Republicans. They talk Republican, and they think I don't know it because I can hear the Republican in them. And then they talk about me. They say, oh, am I allowed to come on your channel because you be talking about the Republicans? That's how my family gave it away by saying that to me. That means they are Republican. They don't like what Babe Solo is saying on this channel. And nothing wrong. Excuse me, baby. Don't break your handle. Ain't nothing wrong with me saying what's going on. That's all I'm doing. I'm not making this up. No. Blue and purple. Deborah said, I'm embarrassed to say that the majority of Arizona voted for Trump. That's okay, Deborah. Everybody's changing up right now. Everybody is, like you said earlier, sick and tired of this orangutan. You said it earlier, Deborah. People are getting sick and tired of this orangutan. I believe, let me find your statement here. I saw you say it. Yeah. They're sick and tired. That's why you guys don't see me showing his face on my channel like I used to, because it's annoying. It irritates me. I don't want to focus on him. But I had to talk about him walking out of his seat. And he's the president of the United States of America. What did Sean say? Sean said, but I'm mad about the eggs. I don't know, Sean. Some things you just got to cut back on and still buy your eggs, okay? You have to let something go to get those eggs. Just like the Democrats say, you got to sit here and say, should I buy this or should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do that? Babe Solo cut back on clothes. I don't buy clothes. I don't buy clothes anymore. When I cut back on clothes, then that's the money I go buy me something to eat. Everything I want to eat, I go buy it because I don't buy no clothes. Get it? You got to cut back on something. You want your eggs? Cut back on something to buy your eggs. Babe Solo eat. I'm eating, y'all. I'm eating. Yes, I am. I'm eating. Yep. I said Wisconsin is a swing state in the election. I know that Wisconsin is important. It's gonna be all right, everybody. We're gonna make it. We just gotta keep on doing what we gotta do. Tiny said he probably going to get money from his trillion and billionaires. Well, they're watching his polls. His polls are dropping. His polls are dropping real bad. His polls are dropping. It's a lot of people not sticking with the orangutan like y'all think. They're getting tired of the orangutan. They really are. They're getting tired of him. Like, let me see what they said about, okay, Johnson flips on Trump. The GOP raft explodes. Johnson.
It was built on a fragile equation where Donald Trump's influence over the Republican caucus provided the gravity that kept everyone in line. As long as Trump could snap his fingers and deliver votes, Johnson could pretend he had a mandate. But that gravity is weakening and the signs are everywhere. A House majority that once existed on paper has collapsed into something that barely exists in reality. One Republican member has died. Another is hospitalized. Marjorie Taylor Greene, a figure who once embodied the loud, aggressive certainty of MAGA politics, has resigned. Suddenly, Johnson is counting heads every morning like a general waking up to discover his army shrank overnight. In that environment, every public statement becomes a survival test. When reporters pressed Johnson about Greenland, they weren't asking an abstract foreign policy question. They were forcing him to choose which fracture line he was willing to widen. On one side was Trump, escalating rhetoric about territorial control, military options, and even the possibility of abandoning NATO if it stood in the way. On the other side were Johnson's own members, many of whom represent swing districts, exhausted donors, and voters who did not sign up for a geopolitical crisis over Arctic territory. Johnson hesitated, deflected, and ultimately distanced himself. And that hesitation told us everything we needed to know. This was not leadership. This was damage control by a man who knows he is one misstep away from losing the gavel. But the Greenland story does not exist in isolation. And treating it as a sideshow is exactly how democracies get blindsided by history. That is why what Senator Chris Murphy said reframes this entire moment. Murphy did not dismiss Greenland as a distraction, even though it conveniently pulls attention away from other controversies like the Epstein documents. Instead, he laid out a chain reaction that should make anyone who cares about global stability stop scrolling and start paying attention. Greenland is not just land and ice. It is a keystone in the U.S.-European alliance structure. Any serious attempt to seize it by force would not merely strain NATO, it would effectively end it, detonating decades of coordinated defense policy in a single reckless move. Murphy's warning cuts deeper when you consider the broader strategic picture. The United States cannot realistically confront the rise of China alone. Every serious long-term strategy assumes coordination with Europe, shared intelligence, shared defense planning, and shared economic pressure. Break that alliance and you don't weaken China. You hand it the most valuable gift imaginable, a fractured West too busy fighting itself to maintain global leadership. In that context, the very idea of military action in Greenland stops being a bizarre headline and starts looking like an earthquake trigger. And yet here we are in January 2025, seriously asking whether the President of the United States might deploy military force against Greenland. That sentence alone should make people pause because it signals how far the political conversation has drifted from any recognizable center. This is not a new obsession. Trump floated the idea during his first term, and back then, when the political winds were still somewhat favorable, the pushback was strong enough to force a retreat. The now infamous visit involving J.D. Vance and his wife, which ended in diplomatic embarrassment when local officials refused to meet with them, was not a fluke. It was a warning sign that this fixation was already rubbing allies the wrong way. What has changed is not Trump's interest in Greenland, but the context around it. Trump is now operating in a political environment where his internal polling is flashing red. The coalition he believed was unbreakable is visibly splintering. Republicans are resigning, others are openly defying him. Figures like Thomas Massey are no longer whispering dissent, they are broadcasting it. Don Bacon is threatening to walk away entirely. The aura of inevitability that once surrounded Trump's grip on the party is fading, and history tells us that when authoritarian-leaning leaders feel domestic power slipping, they often look outward for ways to reassert dominance. That is the lens through which this Greenland rhetoric must be viewed. It is not about minerals, shipping lanes, or even Russia, despite the constant invocation of national security. It is about manufacturing a crisis big enough to reorder the political landscape to drown out internal weakness with external confrontation. This instinct is not unique to Trump, but what makes it particularly dangerous in this moment is the question of who is actually driving these decisions. As Trump shows increasing signs of cognitive decline, the focus shifts to the figures around him, especially Stephen Miller, who has emerged as a central force shaping aggressive policy positions. Miller's influence is not subtle. He is reportedly overseeing aspects of Venezuela policy alongside Marco Rubio and Pete Hegseth.
But time and again, it is Miller who pushes hardest for military intervention. Rubio's recent statements, which triggered Johnson's defensive posture, are revealing not just for what they say, but for how they say it. The administration's framing of military action has become increasingly contradictory. Trump has claimed that Congress has no authority over certain operations because they are classified as law enforcement actions rather than military intervention.
So y'all, you know what I do before I leave off the channel? Thank you, Deborah. Deborah say everyone is welcome here, and if you have not done so, hit that like button, the notification bell, subscribe, the IQ code up there at the corner, and check out the videos and the replays. You know what I wanted to say before I get off the channel tonight, you guys? Everybody is falling apart. Did y'all hear about the FBI guy that he told on Trump? He said Trump told him to do that, to blank out the names in the Epstein files. Y'all heard about that? I did. Because what I do, I lay up and I go through my phone and I get educated. I get educated by listening and learning. Yes, I get educated. I love doing that. And I heard what happened with the FBI guy. He finally said that Trump gave him the order to do those things. So he about to lose his job. So you guys got to Google and you get all that information. You see what I'm talking about. But I didn't want to bring all this on the channel because I just don't want to overdo our brains, because this stuff will affect you if you don't get it out your system. Like some of us in red states, some of us in purple states, some of us in all blue states. And then, you know, we got to go and vote. Everybody got to go and vote. And then what I see is the way it happens, whatever happens, going to happen. And all I know, I'm grateful. And I know who keeps me going, the good God Almighty above. That's who keeps me going. And I don't worry about the orangutan and all that stuff. And I love that statement that Deborah said about this. When we all got our raise, she says, better than nothing. I accept that too, better than nothing. But still, I put my faith and hope in God to get me through this life that I'm living. For my family, friends, and neighbors, for you all as well. And for those that are far off. Hallelujah. Oh, thank you, Jesus. That I really believe that in my heart. And I hope other people can get that in their heart too, to put your focus in God more than this world stuff that's going on, because it will drain you. It will suck you in. It'll make you feel depressed and make you feel like you don't have anything. And all the time you got lots of things in your sight, in your surrounding, in your house, in your apartment, wherever you got your car, wherever you got, be grateful and thank you have these things. Yes, because without God, we won't have nothing. Because he said, don't worry about what we need. He already knows what we need. He said, first seek the kingdom of God and all his righteousness. And all these things will be added unto you. And a lot of us don't even seek the Lord, and he still give it to you. Isn't God good? He's nothing like man. Babe Solo wanted to end with that tonight. And I thank you guys so much for interacting with Babe Solo. You guys did an awesome job. And I thank God for the ones that came in. I thank God for the ones that are on the outside watching. Don't lose hope, people. Don't give up. Keep the faith. Trust in God for everything. Everything. Babe Solo, I want to thank Deborah, Arizona Honey Bee, for giving me that video, because I had a great laugh off of that video, Deborah. All right, Renetta D in the house. She said, good night, Babe Solo Mods, and everyone, God bless you. Peace and soul. Sean D, Tiny. All right, hi, Lover Jackson. Nana. Natural Vibes. TK. Amy. Tiny. Good night, everybody. Hope to see you Friday if it's the Lord's will. Good night.